What's up? Welcome back to Island Go MTG. We're back doing modern again today on MTGO and starting a new league. I was fortunate enough to have a sponsor. Sorry, that's my cat knocking stuff over. So I was fortunate enough to get a sponsor that wanted to remain anonymous, that heard me say that I wasn't going to get the Euros because of the price tag on it. They said they had seen how the channel had grown. They said they saw how popular that modern specifically was, and just wanted to see me be able to pilot the deck. So here we are. If you hear the beats once again, that's chill hop music right here on YouTube. I'm subscribing, link in the description. Check them out, they're awesome. But anyway, so we're playing a little Bant control, and I've looked at the lists that are going right now, and I've seen the Field of the Dead versions, and that seems to be where this archetype is headed. Now, if you look at my list, you don't see any of that. And it's because I'm just trying to play, at least for now, a style in a way that I'm comfortable with, that I know about, and that I know how to work. So this is the list that I have. Basically, the UW control as is my jam, as you well know now. Just really splashing for the Euro and a few cards here in the sideboard, and that's it. So as you see here, we're playing a couple of Remands. Typically, that's a more of a tempo card, but in this, we want to keep drawing. We want to keep getting through the deck and getting to our big cards, because all of this is super powerful. As you can see, we have 3 copies of the Time Raveler, and that's just to make sure that we can get out and shut off their ability to interact with us at all. The standard run-of-the-mill 2 Supreme Verdicts, the Logic Knot here, doing 25 lands, and I highlighted so you could see the lands at the very top here. So I'm running a one of Prairie Stream and a Temple Garden to kind of round out, making sure that I have all my mana sources. The sideboard here is just kind of targeted hate towards very specific situations. So this is my graveyard hate. I got one Nature's Claim for artifacts and enchantments. Veil of Summer, good against blue and black. Aether Gust, good against red and green. Ceremonious Rejection for colorless. Red and black from the Celestial Purge. We got our 2 Timely Reinforcements for life gain against burn and aggro decks. And we have 2 Isolates here, brand new. I've seen it popping up, and I really do like it the more I've thought about it. Now, I haven't actually put it into practice yet, but in theory, it seems like it's a great way to efficiently deal with Vile, and it is instant speed if I'm not. Yeah, so it is instant speed. It's a great way, instant speed, to deal with Vile. You can deal with Amulet Charm. It's going to hit the Death Shadows. Like, there's a lot going in 1 mana right now where that's going to be really handy. So not using any type of extra threats in here. I thought about adding a Thrag Tusk. I figured that would be really spicy. Maybe even working it into the main board somehow. I don't think that's really necessary and fits in. And like I said, to start out, I just really wanted very specific targeted hate coming out of my sideboard, and to just be running this plan. So that's kind of where it is. It's cut and dry. Let's get into game 1. This is my first league match. I'm going to post all 5 of these league matches. And we got an opponent really quick. Hopefully my cat doesn't wreak too much havoc. Hey, buddy. Ah, ah, ah. Yep, don't mess with the microphone. Alright, bud. Time for you to go. Yikes. There he goes. Not the most wonderful, but we do have early action, which is good. So I do want to keep it. Having the double Jace there is not cool though, and we're pulling Tron right out the gate. We might as well just play this Misty. So the spell snare is probably going to be extra live right here. Yeah. I think I'm going to grab the breeding pool. We don't care about our life total at all against Tron. So, no big deal. And I always feel like I need to be extra conscious of making sure that I'm time efficient, because when you're playing Control in Modern, it can go to time. Chromatic Star, yeah, sure. This isn't wonderful right here, but it does the job. It keeps them from doing this on this turn. Yeah, we got the mana leak to back it up now. So we're going to go ahead and play this. And so far, we are really kind of staying ahead of this thing. A nice field of Ruin would be wonderful anytime now. But we have a mana leak, we have the force, we can even opt if need be. That's pretty good. I'm gonna mana leak this. And hopefully this is what their turn is. Okay. They set me up pretty good for that, but I'll pitch a Jace just because I got the 2 copies, and right now we're really in great position. They only have 2 cards, so we can't get too comfortable. Okay. Never in Modern do I ever feel like it's a good idea to get comfortable. Never. I don't know how great that path is, but usually, I didn't want another path, like a whole other path. I think I am going to just jam the Jace, and I'm going to Fate Seal them and check out the top card of their deck. And yeah, we can go ahead and put that Oblivion Stone at the bottom. Okay, now they got full mana and I just have a vulnerable Jace. What are they dropping? It looks like a whole lot. Ballista. Okay. And they're just gonna burn him out on Jace? All things considered, we can't really be too mad at that. They're just they have 1 card in hand. Here is that magical Field of Ruin. Oh my goodness. So I think we hit the tower here because it's the tower. And I'm going to grab the forest, even though we haven't even seen an Uro yet, which I'm not the happiest about. Alright, so let's see what they're pulling off the top here. Tusk? Huh. Okay. I'll just go ahead and do that. They'll gain a ton of life. And they still have this 3/3 left over, but that's okay. I'm gonna just path it. They can have all the land. It kind of doesn't matter. At this point, we're just kind of one for oneing. Hopefully, I can get a multi for one, and then take control of this game one here. Game one is really critical for control for me personally. Anyway, man, that sucks. Um, all right. Probably even should have waited. I did ramp them, but in all, I really don't think that it matters a whole lot. Just because we're both just top decking. Let's see what they got. They're tapping for a lot here. Karn liberated. Gross. There's no sense in at least not bluffing like it's a spell. So they're definitely generating a ton of advantage. Well, they might get something. They got a worm coil. They should be able to drop it. So if I don't get a really good draw here, like a cryptic, I mean, that's just stupid. Okay. So we'll go ahead and scoop this up. You know, I added the 25th land. Just one to have more access to whatever type of mana I might need, giving me that Temple Garden. We were definitely drawing the land, that's for sure. But anyway, so we definitely want to add the Ceremonious Rejections. And these guys, the Nature's Claim, will probably be really good. Yeah, let's do the Ashiok. Logic Knot, Mana Leak are usually irrelevant with big mana decks. The Time Raveler doesn't make too big of a difference in this matchup, so he could probably come out. As well as Supreme Verdict. Let's see. We could add an Isolate just to hit one of their rocks. But even then, though, I think they can just like sack it in response. So that's not really going to do anything. So let's go ahead and get that out of there. Veil is not going to come in relevant at all. We'll add one Time Raveler. Okay. And away we go. Game 2. Let's see if I can pull this one out here. Got 4 mana. A Gust, an Opt, and the Uro. I mean, that's not bad at all. So we'll go with that. I'll probably lead with the Misty. I'd really like to get those new Misties and the Flooded Strands, like the box topper like edition for even on here. Those are pretty swag. They're gonna plant. Our mana is gonna be fine, so this is really just about preference. I'll grab the breeding pool. I'm only doing this to opt because I know what I'm looking for. Yeah, I will get to that mana, and that seems like a card I'll want to have. So let's do this. Let's drop the Strand now. That Snap is a pretty nice pull. And Spyglass sucks. That really sucks. Ugh. Oh. Got perfectly around what we had for it. Um, yeah, Mana Leak would have worked there. The Spell Snare would have worked there. I mean, really, I could have even Logic Knotted there. Remand would have been fine right there. Everything but the Aether Gust. Which is kind of surprising to me because I figured that it would be like a really great. He named the Flooded Strand. What? Okay. I didn't see that coming. That's pretty nice, though. I'll give it to you. That's pretty nice. I've not seen that, but props to you. Okay, let's see what they drop on us here. Okay, so we can work with this. Let's go. Are we just gonna go kamikaze here? I think we'll get an island. Okay. That Flooded Strand just sitting there is gonna drive me crazy. So now do we just Uro? Do we hold up the Ceremonious Rejection? We actually can do both. So that's definitely going to be our best play. We'll just do that. We'll drop old Uri. Oh, that Field of Ruin is going to be sweet. Okay, and now we can hold up this breeding pool for the Ceremonious Rejection and see if we can get a nice disruption play right here. Okay, so they'll get by with that one. Got the mine. Okay. Now Cryptic is live. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up because I can Cryptic and I can Ceremonious Rejection, and doing that in this turn would be fantastic. So we're gonna counter the Karn that way. We're gonna remand that thing. So for right now, we're doing a really great job of staying out ahead of them. Now is a wonderful time. We're gonna hit this tower to just go ahead and Field of Ruin also. I guess we'll just grab a forest here. That actually was awful, but I don't know why. Now, ugh. Okay, they can Ancient Stir. And well, we do have Aether Gust and Remand, or even a Ceremonious out of the yard with the Snapcaster. So even with a big hit, we still should be able to stay out in front of them. I only got the Expedition map. I almost really, I just don't think it's a good idea. I really wanted to counter that map. But I think what I will do in actuality is just opt. Hopefully we can get something good here. I don't know why. I I'm scared to do it because I know what happened when I did it the last time and it wouldn't allow me to bring up another island, and I know I have more islands. But it seems like we're just fine. So now I should have game 2, just don't be dumb, and I need to stay on my P's and Q's for time. Otherwise, we're looking at a draw here. Okay, so they're gonna map to get their other Tron piece. I can veto and cryptic this turn. So I should be able to handle whatever they're trying to throw at me. They only have 3 cards. Uli. Okay. So I'm gonna counter this and I'm gonna return a perm. I'm gonna return one of these and just kind of block the extra damage that Ulamog would be inflicting here. And now we have the backup veto. So he set our land back, but it really doesn't matter. We pull another Snapcaster, so now I think we are seriously cruising. And we just have to keep our finger on the OK button. Ugh. Okay, so it looks like we might just have to eat this. But that helps. I mean, having that force is pretty nice. I mean, I could just pitch the Remand to it. I've just taken care of 2 Ulamogs. We'll just cast this thing regular. So we're staying out in front of everything so far. Typically, with just blue-white control, I have had my times of struggling mightily against Tron. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this prairie stream. We'll get in here. So we're probably gonna bring back oh, that's right. We only have 4 mana. Okay, so we'll snap into Ceremonious. Continue using a ton of time. Four consecutive counters. Yeah, that's how I get down, buddy. There's more where that came from, too. He's gonna make me finish it out. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Nope. Cast it. Yep, there we go. Wells. So I think we just go with the same setup, really. We just have to really be mindful of time. But with 12 minutes, realistically, for 8 out of 10 decks, that should be very reasonable. So let's see if we can get this game 3 here. Let's go. Island Go MTG. I don't hate this opener. I'm not in love with it either, though. But we're gonna do it because of the pieces that I have here. So, alright, that map is gonna do what maps do. Getting a little antsy, but that's okay. Having a good fetch land on the first draw is fantastic for us. And we will grab a breeding pool. Our life total doesn't really matter in this matchup. They're either gonna beat us or they're not. Yeah, let's take this, even though that's not starting off fast. We really want a Snapcaster. Like, we really want a Snapcaster. If I had one, I would just drop him here on the end of the turn for 0 value, just to have a beater. A lot of times that's a great way, a very great way to pressure a Tron opponent. So eventually they'll have to put out the O-Stone, then they'll deal with that, and then you can start putting out your other stuff. So let's see if they just turn 3 Karnas. Probably so. We're gonna have to exile this Jace, I believe. I'm sure this guy is loving that. So that was perfect. You always got to hit the tower. Like, I feel like that's everybody's go-to, is hit the tower. So yeah, I feel like I needed to hit the tower. And we're kind of cruising right now to a degree. Hopefully they drop like the Ancient Stirrings. Oof. Nice. Are they recarning me? Worm Coil? Could be way worse. Ah, and they get around the 2-drop. They're already down to 3 cards. So that's kind of good. And now we have a live Cryptic Command. So we can deal with this coil. I'm definitely not going to until their turn, so we're not ramping them up even more. Let's see if they just go straight to combat. Yeah, they will. That's smart. I don't want to take this 6. They have 5 cards. So we really gotta hope that we don't miss not having Cryptic Command on this turn. Not too shabby so far. I think they're just digging. Yes. Well, we caught a break there. We caught a very good break there. And we're going to go ahead and put the Force of Negation on the top. And right now, I think we've worked our way into being in position. So time really has to be like on our mind. What's great here is we can Cryptic draw and draw into the Force of Negation to have for the next turn. That would be fantastic, but we still need a way to close out this game. Oof. Okay, so we're gonna try and work around this as best we can, just like last time, where we are going to counter and we'll return the breeding pool. Oof. Oh, no, I should have done what I said. Oh, punts. I could have just ate the land destruction. Ugh. And there it is, all not mattering at all. I have no way of dealing. Well played. Okay, so we go down in the third game. Let's bring up this deck again. Because if anybody sees anything, especially some sideboard critiques, I would definitely be interested. I feel like having all this targeted hate is good, but maybe I'm concentrating too much on something that I don't really need to be worrying about and not allocating enough to one specific target hate. So that for sure. I do really like the construction of this main board. Might be able to drop down to the 24 lands. This is just my first like spin with it in a league. So all in all, I really feel like that game was winnable. Definitely should have stuck to my original plan and just got a little carried away. But hey, another episode of Modern Island Go MTG. Like or subscribe. Definitely check out Chill Hop Music here on YouTube. I'm subscribing to him. It's the beats you've been listening to this whole video. If you've been watching this long, thanks for sticking with me. Hey, thanks guys again. Peace.